to use the raise your hand. Stefan, we'll get things started with you. Or we'll get things started with Robbie.
Coach, just a gutsy win there. It wasn't clean. You had a lot of turnovers, but it just seemed like every single time that Auburn tried to take over the game or go on a run, y'all hit a big three-pointer, got a big stop or something like that. What did you see from your girls tonight to just kind of be resilient there down the stretch and get a road win?
Yeah, defensively, that floor got too spread for a while, and number 12 was getting to the rim, and she's one of the fastest players in the league. And then we started to adjust and contract that floor, and our players' hand speed is just ridiculous in pursuit on some of those balls. So when they were turning the corner and it wasn't feeling good, they did a nice job contracting the floor, getting their hands in there, and then getting some steals, and then one and done. We had a couple beach ball volleyball possessions where we just couldn't grab the ball, and we knew those would happen without Danae, but we would have to absorb them, and I thought we did. And then on the flip side, nothing that happened on one side of the floor affected us on the other. I mean, they just moved on to the next play. So, again, that's the sign of a mature team that can take a hit and then turn around and get a stop on the other end.
You played Ashley Jones some extended minutes tonight. I know she's been kind of slowly brought in. She had some big plays down the stretch, especially hitting big free throws, a big defensive play too. What did you see from her tonight to get those extra minutes and come in there and play big for you?
Well, it's one of the hardest things to do is to sit on that bench for an extended amount of time and then have your number called and be ready to produce. And I think Ashley has seen enough players in this program do exactly what she did. And so I was really proud that she could step in, and we needed her because, Maya's ankle was really bothering her, and Ashley provided another ball handler. She made a couple nice passes and good decisions and a nice defensive play as well.
Stefan, go ahead.
Sorry about that, Doug. I cut out earlier. At the last three games, you guys have been, so efficient shooting from three. Do you feel like all season you guys have had those looks, or do you feel like, something's really taken that next step the last few times out?
I mean, we've had some good looks before, but again, the quality of the shot is directly related to the quality of the pass. And it's not just one pass, it's the pass that leads to the assist. I think what we've all been able to see is that we're making the passes that lead to assists as opposed to only one pass, and we either got to make that shot or we don't. The pressure is taken off some of those kids, and we're just moving the ball better. And I think we give each other confidence. I think our players are giving each other confidence that they have the right to take the shot and they have the right to miss the shot. And I think both of those are really important for your confidence.
And you've talked about Anastasia highly all season, but along with the scoring today, she had 9 rebounds. I mean, what's it say about her that, that she can get those points, but you guys are undersized and she's willing to kind of get in there for you?
Well, we told every one of the players, you just have to play a little bit bigger than you are, and you have to be a little bit stronger than you are, and you have to run a little bit faster than you can. And they bought into that and they did it. She is a tough kid, and every one of those, and again, our centers did a nice job stepping in with Danae being gone. So, but the guards helped out a ton. So while they were battling in there and maybe they couldn't pull them, every one of those, our bigs, our guards got in there and they said, and in fact, they were talking about it in the huddle. So we can get those rebounds. You just keep battling. You just keep tipping them. We'll go get the final one. If you really look at the game, a lot of times the first guy to touch the ball doesn't get the rebound. It's the second guy or the second player. And so that's what was happening a lot of times. And those guards of ours are not afraid. And when we needed those balls, they went in there and got them.
We'll go John and then wrap things up with Robbie.
Hey, Doug, you guys have 3 of your next 4 at home, a few winnable games there. Now you guys are on that 3-game win streak. Does it kind of feel like some like chemistry and all that good stuff is percolating with your team right now?
I don't know. Yeah, it's hard to say with that kind of stuff. Here's what I do know is that our practices are better. We're enjoying each other better. We're more efficient. We talk to each other better. We're building each other up. And it's a fun place to go to work. It's a fun place to go and grow this team. I mean, we have goosebump moments in practice, not just in games. And so if that's chemistry, I don't even know what to call it. All I care about is having great practices, like I've always said. But now we're starting to string great practices together. We're starting to put it into use in games. And, at some point in time, you always have to be rewarded in some way. Good play, a teammate patting you on the back. There has to be some sort of rewards for your labor. And I think we're getting it, and it makes us run more efficient practices, and it's just more joyful to be around.
We'll wrap things up with Robbie.
Coach, I know Annie gets a lot of the headlines of the Hayes sisters, but Aislinn came in and hit 3 big 3-pointers tonight, and it was during times where y'all were kind of struggling offensively or Auburn was making a run. And it just seems like, I hadn't done the research on this, but it just seems like last few games, she's done that. She's hit a big shot when y'all needed her to do it. What have you seen from her, and what does she add to this team so far this year?
Well, whether she's hitting that shot or not hitting that shot, she plays extremely hard. And so she gets some tough matchups defensively that people don't understand, where she might have to defend in the post, might have to defend a driver, a shooter, like she's getting them all. And the cuts that she makes, she goes 0 to 60 to clear space for somebody, which it's pretty simple. Just say run fast, like just cut really fast, run hard, play hard. It's simple, but it's not easy. So the things that we ask of all of our players is pretty simple. It's just not easy. It's hard. It's really hard work. And these players have embraced a work ethic and hard work. They've been so impressive with their work ethic, and sometimes their degree of caring about the game, their degree of caring about each other, and their degree of caring about playing the right way is so high right now, is that we really don't even talk about the winning or losing. It's just that standard of play is what we're hunting. Now, fortunately, we've won these games, but the odds are in your favor. If you do those things, you're probably going to come out on the right side. Sometimes not, but their work ethic, their focus, their attention, and their caring for each other has been impressive.
All right. Thanks, everybody.